I mean, gaming is just, it always has been smoke and mirrors, right? How do you get the cutscene in RE4, the cabin, right? How there's so many Ganados on screen. I think Boundary Break has a good episode on it. Zoom into the zombies in the back, the Ganado in the back. You'll see that they're like very, very low rendered. Like they are basic just models with like out faces and stuff. Are very, it's meant to invoke the image of faces. Gaming has always been smoke and mirrors and how to do things the right way. I mean, look at Morrowind, right? We talked about during our whole Bethesda conversation when we were playing. What were we playing? Playing something, I can't remember. We're talking about Bethesda and how in Morrowind there's a couple instances where you can actually cheese faction rep in Fame, right? Because the dialogue prompt doesn't close. Because the dialogue prompt doesn't close, it keeps things static, or certain things static. So it's abusable.
This is HQ. We've got the location for you.
Oh, that was a delayed sound. Ooh, that was rough. That was like, oof.
Repeat. Ada Wong is heading.
I'm gonna moffle modeling, don't get me wrong. And here's the thing, right? Like,
I'm not even there yet.
If the gaming industry isn't gonna give you what you want, I want more Dead Space, right? I think Dead Space 2, the armor, you know, the combat armor, right? I think it's great. Why don't we have more of that? I think it's cool. But obviously, you know, Dead Space is a franchise. I've watched that die like 2-3 times at this point because mismanagement and EA as well. So it's one of those things that I could probably do something. It's just a matter of learning the skill set, talking with the right people, understanding what I'm doing, and trying to just do my best. Oh, wait, can you? No, you can't ride it. You can't ride it like Chris. There's a couple Easter eggs in this. No, the biggest hurdle for me is coding, but it's almost like, hot damn. I have a buddy or two that codes. Like, they know coding, and I, as well as another buddy, right? I could say Rev, right? Did game testing. So, I mean, like, there's things that I know to look for. There's things that I can do to QA, ad hoc QA it. Let's see here. It is, yes. In fact, big talk until I actually put, you know, pen to paper and start doing stuff. But realistically, I've said, I've been on the record saying this. Oh, that's rough. Gaming right now is in the hands of modders and the indie devs. Look at Lethal Company. Lethal Company got as much praise and is doing as well as it has because the dude just made a quality product. One person completely just outsold Call of Duty and Activision Blizzard with all of their investors and shareholders. I think that's a slap to the face. Like, if I was an investor, I'd be pissed. How many people have requested or talked about Inferno Plus's Cursed Halo mod, right? Gaming, as it stands, is not in the hands of AAA anymore. It is in the indie devs and the modders. That is who's carrying modern gaming. I do actually like this. If you could have a toggle feature like this, I actually really don't have an issue with Dead Space Waymarkers. I think this might have been actually a response to Dead Space. Like, I had to think about it for a second. I'm like, what game also does this? Dead Space, it's different. It has the little ground marker. But I think it's cool. And even then, something that I think could be super useful in any game, being able to use this, right? But have a toggle feature. Hey, where's the nearest store? Where's the nearest merchant? Where's the nearest bank, right? Depending on what you're doing. Vault, bank, whatever, right? You know what did that? Dead Space 2. Dead Space 2 is actually a really fucking quality game when you actually look at it. It's got a lot to it. There's a reason I've spent hundreds of hours running that game over and over the years. Game just feels good. I mean, this as well. This is reverse dismemberment. This is actually a really cool concept, right? Ow. Ow! I'm about to get stun. I'm literally getting stun locked. I can't move. I can't move. That was unfortunate. I literally, homeboy literally just said, "Nah, hold my beer." Could not stop. Would not stop. Holy shit. I will take complaint about one thing specifically. I do think the UI change between each of them is a little much. I think it should have been standardized. Other than that, I think it's fine. But this is reverse dismemberment. This is, with the Chihuahua, you hit a certain part of their body, and that certain part of their body will mutate, right? Body part has HP value. Did HP value hit 0? Or did it hit a critical number? If so, modify the limb in this capacity, right? It's a damn shame that it was Resident Evil 6 that kind of really did this, because it could do so much more. Like, imagine if you were doing, say, Resident Evil Village, right? And you had a special breed of, or a special type of Orca, or really, I'd say any of the, say you have a red shirt werewolf, right? Lycan, right? You have a red shirt Lycan, and unless you headshot it, it will just turn into like an alpha Vorkalak, or like a alpha Vorkalak light, right? Addicted to Sunlock. Dude actually just fucking tech into me. It was great. I think it could go super cool, right? I mean, we have other games in Resident Evil alone with that kind of concept, where, what is it, Resident Evil 1, you had enemies coming back as, what is it, the redheads? The really strong ones from 1 that kept reanimating. And like lore-wise, it's due to the T-virus and how it propagates itself and how it keeps the host going, right? Like homeboy here, you hit him, certain enemies can then encase themselves in a cocoon. Yeah, that one has a lot of health, actually. Get out of your corner. Don't you throw a fit. That'd be, I didn't. That's fucking great, though. This, like, you see how this game has concepts that seem sound on paper. Maybe it wasn't, you know, executed at the best capacity. Really, it wasn't. But, like, there's stuff about this game that is cool in terms of game design. Hit his arm. His arm transfers. He gets defenses, much like not dissimilar to VATS, right? And Fallout. Transforms. Cool, we're good to go. And I mean, that's when you get your players using higher, so you have skill trees and stuff, right? Your players using higher powered kits or New Game Plus kits, right? Where they can absolutely just blast through those defenses. Okay, I need you bots to actually stop. You're getting really annoying. The fact that Twitch has not dealt with these bots. It's the same format too. That's what pisses me off. All right, you're gonna have to give me a second. I am getting fucking bot rated. That's actually unfortunate. That was like what, 30 bots or something like that? Actually fucking nutty. Now my controller's fucking bugged out. This is really annoying. There. That was like 30 bots. Ridiculous. Whoever it is can go get bent. 30 bots? 30 bot. Okay, like what's the, like if it's Asmongold or something, right? Someone with higher numbers. Like what I could reasonably justify that. Not saying to do that, but right how that would make a little more sense. Absolutely wild that that's allowed on Twitch. I'm gonna have to look into banning that specific phrase because I keep seeing that specific format because it's easy to write a bot to just do, hey, account ABC XYZ 1 2 3 4 5 6. All of them will post the same format. Okay, now that I'm not in the middle of having to ban an entire like 30 wave of bots. That was disgusting. I don't know. I just like, I get it. If you're going to make money, I get it. If you're going to do something, I totally get it. I don't have respect for that. I really don't. Because it's, you know, it's worse in rooms way larger, right? I can't imagine mods for, you know, Asmongold, Josh Ray Hayes, etc. having to go through this, right? I can't imagine that. The amount of ones they're going to have to ban. Big boy. Oh, he is the chainsaw one. Yeah, this guy's a little weird. It's the chainsaw has melded with him. Or somehow mutated to be a chainsaw, which I don't get how you get those moving parts. Is that the John Chainsaw Man? Probably. No, this is just the game loading slow because I've already finished all my transferring of VODs and stuff.
Chainsaw, huh? How elegant.
A weapon from a more civilized age, truly. What a weird... so the camera angles are very evocative of older Resident Evil titles. Like, I get that. I don't know if it fits though. Really? Really? Oh, that's rough. I was trying to get to the point where I could dive. I guess if you stand that specific space away from it doesn't count, and he will catch up to you. So that's a hard event.
Chainsaw, huh? How elegant.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. That was more akin to like 7 and stuff. Some of the 7 executions. Yeah, so you're supposed to go past that. It is a hard, you must slide on this. Door. My God, door. It'll stop him forever. Come on, man. You couldn't even have him banging at the door or something or fiddling with the chainsaw in his hand. Ah, the immersion break for me. They just feel so disconnected is the word I will use.
China 2 now. Look at this mess. The whole world's gone mad.
was gonna. Yes, I did see it. I'm not gonna get to it for about another week or so. Especially if Skeletor says F in the first 30 seconds again, because YouTube really gets upset at me for that. I don't know. Other creators get to do it. I don't know. Like I'm under some microscope. What is that? Oh, it's just dirt. He just shows up out of nowhere again. Really?
That wasn't very nice. You shouldn't hit things that don't belong to you.
My god, he's using the power of low frame rates against me. What an epic boss. I love that he was able to make that dude crawling on the ground stand up to slice him, though. Poor Train Rabbit Hole, that's unfortunate. I played enough 5. I know that they're not actually dead. In Resident Evil 5, if they stand straight and then they fall over, they're not dead. It's just saving someone a headache. Oh my god. Bus. Bro. Ow. I don't remember what to do there. Oh, that's going on a little too long. You done? You done? Hot damn. That was a hot minute, wasn't that? God, some of these executions get super long. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's a built-in feature. I hit that A button. Fuck you. I don't think 6 has the same figure viewer the rest of the others do. I would love to see him up close. The whole situation with his head would be really cool to look at, actually. Why was that one so short? What's happening? What do you mean? What's happening? Where did he disappear to? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because I stunned him.
I guess I could spare a few more minutes for you.
We are locked in here, as you can guess, by the electric barriers. Really? Ugh. Missed that one. You know, he still got hit by the train, so I'm gonna consider that a win. I do not miss QTEs in games. Dead. Oh, they reused the same one. That's so cheap. I do not miss these. Not in the least. We kind of toned them down after, really after RE6. No, I say that. No, we toned them down after Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. That was the end of that one. Oh yes, put me directly onto the electric. Yes. God, you get launched a giant sign. It's funny that they reuse that to me.
Alpha to HQ. We got a visual on 801. We're in pursuit. This is HQ.
I love that they're using not encrypted channels.
Charlie and Delta teams form a perimeter around Kuchak.
The BSA is not using encrypted comms. It's so good.
Well, guess I'm heading to the canal.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Ada. I don't really think that you'd be able to live that one. Or exit before the train hit you. Ha! Get signed. Get signed, idiot. Oh, God, this game. I might actually see if there's a mod to get rid of the QTEs or to autocomplete them. I've already beaten this game like 4 times over. I don't know, 5 I could stand. I don't know what it is with this one. DiGiorno pizza. Oh, jelly. Not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Plane. I saw the plane clip through the building. I saw that.
Somebody really wants this world to burn.
I don't... Can you stand on top of a train like this? I don't think you can. Because it's I mean, it's moving relative to you, right? I don't know. Not straight up. I don't think so. Like, I'm trying to remember the time working on rail cars, actually. Worked at the fertilizer plant. I had to undo the rail car ones. The ones with liquid fertilizer in it and liquid chemicals. Because I had to undo that shit. I mean, if it was moving, I don't think wind would probably knock you off. Okay, yeah, exactly, right? Because while it's moving and you're on it, you need to brace onto. What's happening here? You have to hold on to something or brace yourself on something. I was assuming. No, go away. I actually need to tune my glass scope again. Hey, buddy's back.
They're not alone.
Everything you can to get out right.
Guess
Now,
the rookies could use some help.
Now he's on fire. My God.
I suppose I should return the kindness their parents showed to me. This is as good a time as any.
All right, we're gonna watch Kip miss now. Okay, I was joking, but I'm actually missing.
Why is it that we these days dead anymore.
Yeah, Chainsaw Dude is not my favorite in this. Let's put it that way. Chainsaw Joavo is a little bit of a... It's the case of the enemy that never actually fucking dies, if that makes sense. And then when it finally does die, it doesn't feel like it's dead. Much like Wesker in RE5, honestly, with that ending, with the volcano. Pretty sure I said Jake. I don't know if they live or not, or if they can actually die in this sequence. Double because we got both sliced and diced. I could see that. I could see that being legit. Get signed. Like it should be fried at this point. Any neurological activity, anything should be fried at that point. Unless you're looking at the C virus as a funny foreshadowing. Unless it's something like akin to hyper regeneration, which obviously it's smoking, it's on fire, right? It's got its C virus. Hyper regeneration's kind of its shtick, right? I get it.
Wesker Jr. It's not easy working with the good guys, is it?
Uh-huh. Because when they die, right, you see that fire. That's as far as I'm aware, that's regenerative abilities trying to kick an overdrive, but they just don't have the energy to keep it up. Dumb Sherry, don't worry about it. This is fine. Like, yes, he's glowing red underwater because, you know, haha, funny Chainsaw Dude. We also need to keep track of him, but his regenerative ability is here, right? This is he's regenerating, therefore causing a lot of heat. The fact that it's also a little inconsistent. The fact that Ada can stop his blade, but then he also can just underwater very quickly, mind you, just slash through an entire tower like that. So here's the headcanon here, right? It's that he's been beaten so many times is that he is now kicking his regenerative abilities into overdrive, thus why he's glowing red, why he's on fire, etc., right? And thus he's able to, you know, metabolism increase, thus he's able to saw through things quicker now. That's my meta quote-unquote call for that. And thus burning out his remaining life force. I guess if I had headcanon that, right? Because there is an escalation in his coloration, there's an escalation in his abilities, but he's no longer glowing red, so that's also a little inconsistent with that theory. Because right now, like his arm, the heart, right, the aortic valve and stuff in his chainsaw arm should be glowing right now. I think that would have made it a little more consistent, right? Thus leading into, yeah, no, he is really kind of kicking it into overdrive here. Oh, they're tagged as essential NPCs, that's why.
You think it's so hard to kill? I think we've all had enough of you.
The bow gun. You know, a 9mm would have done that just as well, Ada. We cut fast is still regular motor. The motor would be same power unless the chainsaw motor directly is heart. I think that's the or it's a second heart. I think that is the context there though, because if you look inside his right arm, the rib cage on his right arm, it could be that it's a second person entirely fused onto him. Think like Dead Space Brutes, right? How Dead Space Brutes are the necromorph laying down with body on the right arm, left leg, right leg, right? That kind of thing. Maybe it's another person entirely on it. Or half a person. Like, I would love to look at his model a little more.
Time to save the day again. Poor little Sharon. How the monsters love to chase you.
I mean, I guess being cut into ribbons would keep it down now. Hypothetically.
Ada Wong is moving south towards the military port. Advising all personnel to be on the alert.
Like them, so just keep doing that over and over and over and over.
Raccoon City reunion.
Well, it's like, I mean, you look at some of the Resident Evil movies, like we still got tyrants around, right? The one that Ada's trying to sell Las Plagas samples to that Eastern European nation, right? Can't remember the name of it. Like, what happened to the... Oh, there's two tyrants at the end of the movie, right? Like, I mean, there's things like that that keep popping up, right? If you're going to use a tyrant, if you're going to use a Nemesis T-type, right? That's fine. It's how you include it in. Like, it's how the chainsaw guy, I feel, could have worked in a few other situations, right? I feel if you wrote the entire chainsaw sequence a little differently, I think it would have been fine.
Now that's the way to travel.
Like, if you took this, right? Say, what's a good example? Resident Evil 5's chainsaw scene, right? How the chainsaw Magini has the keys, right? If you would have had something like that, right? Ada's trying to get through a door. Dude happens to show up, and you keep blocking him at every turn, right? Okay, that's fine. It's that you gank him with the sign, the electricity. You gank him with the train. You gank him with the shot. And you keep doing stuff like that, and it's like, after a while, your sense of disbelief just kind of goes out the window, at least for me. But that's my thoughts and opinions on that.